So the year is 1998. Frank Costanza gets up from the dinner table and says the following line: "I've got a lot of problems with you people, and now you're going to hear about it." This is a line from the TV comedy Seinfeld, father of George Costanza. And Frank says this line to start the Festivus tradition of airing grievances. Of course, Festivus is a made-up holiday. It's a comedy but this made-up holiday involves a aluminum Festivus pole with no tinsel, just plain pole, a Festivus dinner, and then the airing of grievances and the feats of strength wrestling match. And when this was released in 1998, this was seen as an absolute absurdity. Yeah, but it got tons of laughs. Why would such a family behave in such a way? How dysfunctional could you be to have a tradition formed around complaining? Right? And so at the end of the episode, the guests that the Costanzas have for their family tradition, they say, "Hey, this is really messed up." And the grown men, Frank and George, are wrestling each other, knocking over furniture. And everyone leaves in disgust because this is just nuts. But like so many things that were jokes 26 years ago, today, Festivus is every day in our world. This is how people actually behave. Airing their grievances 24/7, 7 days a week. It betrays all common sense. Miserable people today constantly airing their grievances to everyone, near and far, right? Immature adults, unable to have productive conversations, but instead fighting one another, nearly coming to blows, trying to prove who's dominant. We don't need a special day in December. Every day in 2024 is Festivus. Stew in the negativity. And whoever complains the most has the most attention, right? So go to Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, your text, air the grievances. This is what's going wrong. Spread the misery to all of your friends and family. That's what the MO of our world is. Complain at work, at school. But when we come to the New Testament and what the gospel of Jesus says, it says something quite different, doesn't it? Right? What did we just read? What? Rejoice in the Lord always. This is a command. And if you didn't hear it first, Paul says, again, I will say, rejoice. Command. And what we see from Jesus and the apostles and the first Christians, it was the opposite of Festivus. Jesus and the first Christians started new traditions, but the traditions they started didn't point at other people and saying, you're the problem, Caesar's the problem, it's the people in Jerusalem, the temple, they're the ones who's wrong. And no, the traditions they started pointed to God, pointed above, and say, look at him, what he has done. And let's rejoice in the joy he has brought us, the salvation. Yes, this world's messed up. Caesar's got his problems and things, but rejoice. That's the greater thing.